Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of One Piece, chapter 1066. Alright. Just a note, I think I might have accidentally spoiled myself about the big reveal of this chapter. I thought Twitter was just talking about random shit and theories. But it was kind of a blurry picture, but I think I saw Vegapunk with his big ass head. So I'm sorry if what might have been the best part of the chapter got ruined. The Will of Ohara is the title. Okay. And we're back with the Cold-Blooded Voyage, which is very fitting considering it's chapter 1066. Oda, you madman. Let's see here. Germa 66 is Cold-Blooded Voyage, volume 23, returning to Germa with company. Okay. So it's Caesar. So is he going to be like a regional, or not a regional, a resident scientist for them now? I mean, they're always like making new technologies and stuff, kind of. Or they're like technologically advanced. So like having him, they could make weapons. Okay. A shock to the whole crew. What are you saying? A futuristic sea like this existed in the distant past? Apparently. Apparently it did. This is just conjecture. Well, I mean, if there's a freaking giant-ass robot, which, to be honest, after my reaction, I was making the thumbnail, and the more I looked at that robot we saw at the end of last chapter, I kept thinking, does that look like oars? I mean, it had the horns, it had kind of like the fat body. You know, some of the details were obscured because it's like metal and shit. But it's like, it's straight up oars, right? I mean, Oars was 500, or he died 500 years ago. And giants can live up to 300 years ago, so if you add that up, that's 800 years ago when he was born. And obviously, if he was born, then that means others were born before him. So of his race, they existed 900 years ago, and maybe this was a powered suit or armor thing that they were wearing. Would explain the size and shape. So let's see here. I once knew a passionate archaeologist who was willing to risk his life to shed light on a certain ancient kingdom. Not only that, but at a certain site, machinery was excavated that dated back to the same era as the kingdom. Are you saying that machinery was created during the Void Century? You tell me. Oh, Robin. And oh, what? Shaka. You know something about this, Robin? No doubt it's a painful memory, but 22 years ago, your home of Ohara was eradicated by a buster call. I think that happened because Ohara uncovered the details of that kingdom's existence. Okay. It is a painful memory, but I mean, for the most part, she's fairly well adjusted. She has a new family. I believe the history of the Void Century is the history of a conflict. One between an alliance of 20 nations and this forgotten advanced kingdom. Yeah, the world government. The victorious 20 went on to form the world government and shape history as we know it. And to ensure that ideas of the ancient kingdom wouldn't live on, they erased every trace of it from history. What? That's crazy. How do they not know any of this? She's been keeping a lot of shit secret. I thought they were at least somewhat aware of this, but I guess it's all been Robin. I mean, I guess come to think of it, she doesn't really, like, talk to them about this kind of stuff, but still, What? That's crazy. Whoa, is this for real? Whoa, what an epic and romantic tale. Frankie. Hang on, Vegapunk. You mean everyone who knows about this gets eliminated? Indeed. Then why did you tell us? I can't unhear it. Come on, Brain. Forget it. You didn't hear anything. So Usopp is like suplexing himself to forget. Like I said, this is just conjecture. Is that why they're coming to take him out? Because he knows this shit? Or that he's forming a theory based on, bits and pieces, and he's starting to get closer to the truth, and they're like, yeah, this smart-ass bastard's gonna find out eventually. We gotta take him out so he doesn't spread the word. But I mean, he's part of the government, so... But then again, he's presumably also part of the revolutionary, so maybe that's why? I don't know. You would have thought they would have killed him a long time ago then. So tell me, Nico Robin, if I am right, and that discovery is is why Ohara was wiped out, then wouldn't the government's actions be tantamount to a confirmation? I mean, very true. Why are you asking about this? The scholars did devise a theory after all their extensive research. But wouldn't someone as high up in the government as you know about it already? I'm afraid government affiliation makes no difference. I'm kept in the dark like everybody else. Oh. So he truly doesn't know. He's just been figuring it out. Okay. Even bringing this topic up to them would result in my immediate erasure. Okay, so they've probably been spying on his ass, and yeah, that's why. Okay, so it's all coming together. The more you know, the more they want you gone. Then stop telling us. This is just torture. Let us out of here. If that's true, how could you know that they were researching that kingdom? All the books and materials on Ohara, and they were... The will of Ohara lives on. He found the books, didn't he? The ones they threw in the water. That day shocked the world. In a single night, Ohara, the island renowned for its love of knowledge, was wiped out, save for one little girl. Aw, seeing Ohara and then her wanted poster. The scholars were labeled devils. Descendants? No. Dissident? I can't even think of this word. Dissidents. That's the word I'm thinking to say. Who plotted to overthrow the government. They didn't do shit! How the hell are they going to take over? Excuse me. A few months after the incident, I paid a visit, of my own to the scorched earth of Ohara. So, yes, you very much did find the books, didn't you? I was acquainted with Professor Clover. Hey, smart dude, affiliated with another smart dude. Not uncommon in this universe. We've seen it with Mads. So that makes sense. The foremost authority on archaeology. I figured I should at least leave some flowers for him. You knew Professor Clover? His obsession with the Void Century fueled his adventurous lifestyle. Oh shit, you've known him for a long ass time. Look at young Clover. He's actually got a 3-leaf clover on the top of his head instead of his whole hairstyle being that. Okay. Searching for relevant text the world over. The Marines incarcerated him? What? I don't even know what I'm reading. Him on at least 10 occasions. By the time he settled down, he was the world's most famous archaeologist. Okay. Learning some Clover lore. What the fuck is that? Wait a bit. We'll get to that soon. Over time, countless scholars were drawn to him, and they all flocked to Ohara. It's truly become the holy land of archaeology. Unfortunately, the aftermath of those talented minds coming together would prove tragic. When I stepped a foot on Ohara... Oh, so that is you. So I did see him. Oh boy. I wasn't a fan of that design in my mind. It's that silhouette ain't helping. Even the tree of knowledge had been burned to cinders. I was speechless when I saw it. But the lake at the... Yes, he found the books! But the lake at the center of the island had been filled with an unbelievable number of books. What in the world? So Robin, I don't think, really knew about this. Oh yeah, that is a shit ton of books. If that, these like little piles and stuff. I could only assume that it was the work of the scholars. They must have dedicated their final moments to ensure that the future had access to their treasured trove of knowledge. She's speechless. If any Marines did discover the books, they were apparently too ignorant to understand their value and left them be. Ohara had triumphed over them. When I realized that, I couldn't stop myself from crying. Please take care of Robin. Make sure she escapes the island. Her mother's final words. I still have a duty to see here. Mommy, I don't want to leave you. Let me stay too. Save the books. Get the reference materials out of the library. Robin, history is our greatest treasure. It must be preserved. We can't just give up on your future. Aww. Olivia. Mommy! Be proud, Robin. Your mama's an honorable woman. Ohara stood up to the world. Oh, Saul trying to get her out of there. She's breaking down. Oh. You helmet-wearing bastard. How dare you make Robin cry? That's it, Vegapunk. You better release those shoes. Oh yeah, I forgot they're still all stuck to the floor. That's why he had to suplex himself. Vegapunk. It's just as you said. They came to the same conclusions about the kingdom before the incident. I see, so it's all true. Where are the books from the lake now? I really wanted to take them back to Punk Hazard. But I knew if the top brass ever caught wind, it would all be over. So instead, he had to destroy them, didn't he? Or are they still there? They were taken by the people I saw that day. Wait, what? Ohara West Blue. Wait, did we know it was in the West Blue? No. 22 years ago. A few months after the Buster Call incident. Someone else is visiting the debris. Giants? Oh god, so that, well, okay, I think I did. So the Giants are fishing it out. Wait a minute. That's freaking, what's her name? They're members of the Giant crew. The one that was founded by... Why can't I remember their names? It's the Giant that joined up with Luffy's Straw Hat fleet. Alright, let's pull them up. Who are they? What should I do? Do they have any idea how important those books are? Also, he's got a long-ass tongue. It must be a reference to Einstein. Because Einstein always had that famous picture of where he stuck his tongue out. It's been a while, Vegapunk. As usual, that head of yours... Wait, who are you? Makes you stand out. Is that you? Oh, for the love of fuck, your head is bigger than I thought. Okay, this is the panel I saw, but it was really grainy. So I will say that I was spoiled, but not spoiled? I don't know. I didn't really discern the details of his face. I just saw that big fucking head. Well, I guess that explains why he was a man of knowledge. He had a brain to compensate to hold all that shit. Dragon, what are you doing here? That's my line. Your head definitely makes... or looks like it's gotten a good bit bigger. Oh, Lord. I knew Old Man Clover. You too. I know he was once a bit of a hooligan roaming the seas. But all the nonsense about him trying to destroy the world, it's blatant propaganda. Wait, he was only 43 years old back then? So he's only in his 60s? Okay. I always thought he'd be like way older. And then Dragon is 33 years old in this flashback. So he's 55. Okay. So now we know Dragon's age. We've never known that before, I don't think. Are you worried about the giants? They're not scavengers. I had a word with them just now. It seems they're from Elbath, and they're fully aware of the value of those books. Is there a scholar? Their captain was a strange giant wrapped from head to toe in bandages. He said Ohara sacrificed itself for those treasures, and I couldn't let them be erased from history. After seeing a government lackey like you lurking about, I'm glad you're here to scoop them up and keep them safe. Hey, you know I'd never. So he prefers to have knowledge continue. You passed on joining the freedom fighters a while ago, but it still makes me sick to hear about you being one of their lapdogs. Don't be stupid, your ragtag operation was always too poor. Yeah, he needed resources. That's why he didn't join. What good are my skills and intellect if I can't actually build anything? I know, you're as blunt as ever. I'm starting to like his design. I mean, as long as you don't, look at him too far up. Is he also supposed to look like he has a light bulb constantly over his head? The eureka moment. Let's see here. The government is an insanely huge operation. They are plenty of decent people. On the inside, they can be reasoned with. Especially in the Navy. Don't lose sight of the end goal, Dragon. I get it, but I can't just sit back after this. It's too damn much. So Vegapunk has found allies amongst the Navy. Interesting. Those harmless scholars were brutally snuffed out just for questioning their authority. It's a farce. I'm going to raise an army that can fight them head on. I thought you hated war. Just watch, Vegapunk. I'll change the world. So now they're both sitting at the little makeshift grave. The will of Ohara won't die with Clover. And within a year, he, Imperio Ivankov, and Bartholomew... I can't talk this morning. Bartholomew... Kuma... founded the Revolutionary Army, which continues to shake the world to this day. And now we're out of the flashback. Now Luffy's dad sounds intense. Or wow. Did you say Elbath? Of course. Usopp would think of that. Professor Clover's fate motivated Dragon? My head's gonna blow. Why did Kuma help us? And why did you modify him so much, Vegapunk? It's because he still wanted to help the revolutionaries, I think. Iva. That bastard was one of the founding members of the revolutionaries. I love that each one of them is getting something different from this flashback. And I love that. So it's just great. Wait a minute. There's a flashback with Saul. What? The books from Ohara certainly couldn't be left to be found by the government, but my curiosity compelled me to make a discreet trip to Elbath, where the books were taken, and they allowed me to... So the bandaged giant was Saul. He survived? And they allowed me to read each and every one of them. Oh, damn. In other words, I took everything Ohara uncovered about the world's secrets and memorized it. It's all in my head, and I've continued their research. Oh, shit. That giant captain, he's called Saul, isn't he? He's in hiding now, so I can't confirm anything. She's just happy he's alive. Oh, I thought he was dead after he got frozen, but no. But that does kind of a sad thing is like he probably had a lot of blood loss after that because they probably broke the ice away to free him. Or somebody did. Or he broke it away himself. Thank you, Dr. Vegapunk. Thank you for not letting Ohara's sacrifice be in vain. I try to help progress at every field of thought possible. It's my nature as a scholar. Oh, they're able to walk again. Nope, he's dragging their asses. Well, the shoes are moving on their own. I can't release you just yet. Follow me. There's something I want to show you. Junkyard, Egghead's Fabrication Stratum. Chopper, there's no way to get in. Oh, it must be the type that moves on its own, so it's an automaton. Maybe it was based on the giants then, not like a suit or a mech suit for them. Let's see here. Move, Robo! Does it need a special command? Maybe we've just gotta say its name. Move, Romonosuke! Move, Robo King! You guys are such kids, there's no way it's moving. And it started to do something. Whoa, the robot's gonna blow! What is that, a sound wave? Save me, Quasar! Wait a minute. That's the real Vegapunk. No, no good, another debacle. Someone please save me, Quasar. So, where did he get this fucking verbal take? Perhaps space-time bit mid-warp. What the? There's a guy like Kinnymon there. I've got you. So he's pulling him through the armor. I'm sinking. Sorry. It's him. Much obliged. You're a dragon's boy, right? I knew you'd come. Good work on making it. Oh, my Bonnie, dear. You sure have gotten big. Whoa, old man, are you floating? It's splendid to see you so full of vigor. Vegapunk. She's really pissed. You can float too, you know. Those Dom boots you're wearing have a nifty hover function. What? See here, press the button on the side, grab the lever. There's a lever. Oh, so that's what those were on the side. So now they can all float. That's going to be cool in this arc, if there's any fighting. And give it a big old push. Like this. That's the way. Gadzooks, we've flown too far. Oh, God. Dr. Vegapunk, the man with the biggest brain in the world, leader of the Navy's SSG, Special Science Group. Save us, Quasar. Oh, God. Reminds me of I wonder if that's actually a reference. Because Jimmy Neutron's name, way back in like the 90s, when it first was being developed, he was going to be like something Quasar. So I'm wondering. Also, what happened to his head? To be honest, I prefer this design over the big head one. He looks definitely a lot more like Einstein now. Also, this apple top, I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to Newton and, you know, the laws of gravity? I don't know. But, oh God, there's a dark implications here if he's missing his brain and he's got, or parts of his brain, and he's also got 6 other bodies. Oh God, they each have a section of his brain. That's why they all have independent things relating to different parts of his personality. So does he have any of them left? Oh Lord. That's what you call a head splitter. The humble genius appears. Okay, I'm rather loving Vegapunk. Like, he is a true scientist. He is not doing anything necessarily against his own morals so much. Which, I mean, scientists can go a little crazy in the morals department. You know, like, the yearning to know and to learn and to gather that information sometimes will put you in dark places because you just want to get the results and finally unlock those bastions of information. But yeah, him joining the Marines and the government is kind of his dark point. But just about everything he's ever made didn't really compromise those morals. Like, sure, he turned Kuma into a cyborg, but like his last, motive was to protect the Straw Hat ship. So I assume that was due to Luffy's connection to Dragon and Kuma being, connected to the revolutionaries, and that's why he wanted to do it. It's like, I want to protect the ship of my leader's son. So, and with Vegapunk actually being having some affiliation with Dragon and the revolutionaries, though not in the full extent we thought, because he outright confirms that, no, I didn't join you because you were a poor outfit and I didn't want any of it. I wouldn't be able to make anything. So, yeah. Interesting. Also, finding out that Saul is alive, that was a great thing. I love that, be it maybe he's not alive in the present day. I mean, this was 22 years ago. So that in itself is kind of sad. But I mean, exactly how old was he when that all happened? But then again, the injuries might have been his own undoing. But hey, Elbath has all the knowledge of Ohara. Love that. And the fact that I'm pretty sure the Giants of Elbath are not actually affiliated with the government at all. Outside of a couple Giants that joined the Marines and stuff. So yeah, it's a good place to have it. I assume it's probably in Yggdrasil, or however you pronounce it, the World Tree. Kind of symbolizing, Ohara was the Tree of Knowledge, and now you're in the Tree of the World. Yes! Keep them books where they came from. The paper, it comes from wood. But yeah, I'm liking Vegapunk. Great dude. Him coming up to the same conclusion, basically, that all the scholars did, really did show how intelligent he was. And that's the whole thing of being a genius, is that it's not so much that you know everything, it's how you view things and how you can put them together to come up with conclusions and or making something that maybe the world has never seen before. But yeah. So yeah. I'm sure there's probably other stuff I'm missing, but let me know anything I might have missed or misunderstood. We can discuss it in the comments. Excuse me. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Links down below for all my social media. Sorry, a little phlegmy this morning. All my social medias down below. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet it out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Quiche-lings. Vegapunk reveal after, God, how many decades? Damn. Science!